Okay, so let's take a look at how we might configure the timeline to make it look a little different than it currently does. We're at the history of the United States. Let's zoom in here. I go to Menu, Configure, and here's our configuration menu. First off, we can swap these bands out. Zooming out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the picture band and I'm going to put it at the top. In the data band, I'm going to stick in the middle. You do that by clicking on any one of these arrows here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take band 2, which is the picture band. I'm going to send it to the top by clicking on this arrow. I'm going to do that. Notice everything kind of slides into place. Sometimes it's nice to put if you have two different timelines sitting next to each other, to have the pictures on the top one at the bottom band and the pictures on the one below it on the top band, so you can see sort of a chronology between two painters, that sort of thing, for when their pictures were produced. All pictures are left aligned onto the date that is assigned to the picture, but that's a different menu choice. Where are we at here? We can change the height of a band. This I'm going to do for the picture band that we just put at the top. It's at 26%. Let's take a look at that. It's at 26% here. Let's pull this over here a little bit. We'll take it down to, let's say, 14% of the total height of the timeline. And notice the pictures automatically resize. Let's set it back to 26. So we could just adjust the heights of each one of the bands to whatever percentage we'd like. We can change the height of the timeline, the total height. It's at 850 pixels right now. So let's make it say 650 pixels. Notice the pictures have resized also. So they're obviously like 20% smaller. Let's change it back to 850. And we're back to where we started from. The unit pixels and layout are a little more of a complex topic. The problem I'm having here is that we have so many zones. These are the base. In other words, if you took away all the zones, these would be the different units. Notice, well, you really can notice it because of all the zones. It would be best to get, if one wants to adjust these figures, it would be best to get rid of all the zones, because they're distorted by what the base figures of these are. These are set at when the timeline's first created, and they're basically defaults. So what happens is that when you change these, it can be misleading because if you change these, it won't change the zones that are setting on top of them. So again, it would probably be best to change these without zones, or when you initially pull up a timeline. The layouts are original, overview, and detailed. Original is this, the data band right here, the second band. Overview is the bottom band. It's the band that lets us move the timeline very quickly. It sort of gives us an overview. It the different like this is the Civil War right here, and this is World War I, I believe, orange, and those that legend is up here, and we'll talk about that. That's another menu item. That allows us to go back. So if I go over here and click on the purple one right here, I center on the Civil War, and that's it for the configuration menu. I'm going to close the menu, and I'm going to close this, and that's it.